say, now, we're Mystic Valley Paranormal, so usually the reason we show up anywhere is for paranormal reasons. Now, can you tell me why Preston Castle, and most of the audience knows from seeing other pieces, why is it known for the paranormal? Shall we start with maybe Anna Corbin?
Well, she was murdered in another room, a flight up, and then they found her wrapped in a carpet down in, like, in where the wood would be stored if there was a fire burning stove. So it was in a little cubby in a little pantry back in the kitchen. And they tried a young man. They tried him 3 times, and he was acquitted. It was a similar crime to what he committed in Southern California that he was sentenced here for. After he was released from here, he went back east and committed another crime where a woman who was pregnant died, and he was convicted. So he is doing a sentence for life in prison.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if my memory serves, when we had just come in through processing area, wasn't Anna Corbin's kitchen just off to the...
Yes.
Can we go and see that area so we can give people a view?
Mhm.
All right, let's go. So this is Anna's kitchen, huh?
This is Anna's kitchen. So this was the staff kitchen. The dining room is above us.
Okay.
So now when a ward first came to the castle, they were, before they decided what trade that they would learn, they were under the care of the housekeeper or the cook, and Anna Corbin was one of those people. So, what else would you say?
Yeah, she was, kind of like to call her the castle mom.
Yeah.
And apparently she was well liked. She had worked here quite a number of years already.
Okay.
And, but oftentimes the boys that did, there was always a small group of boys that did live here in the castle, kind of in the back, and they were involved in the cooking, cleaning, housekeeping type chores that were needed here for the administration building. And it was actually February 23rd, 1950 that Anna's body was found right inside this room.
All right, let's go in here, Roger. Now, just off in this corner here.
Off in that corner.
Now, oh my goodness, look at this, y'all. Come on back here. Now, so Anna's body was found in this little area here. Now that apparently must be a picture of Anna Corbin.
It is.
Rest in peace, sweetheart. God bless you.
People like to bring flowers and bouquets and set them in here for her, so.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so there you have it. That is one possible reason why Preston Castle would have paranormal. Now, I understand you have an infirmary.
We do.
Now,
Let's go upstairs.
let's go check it out. We're going to go to the infirmary.
All right, let's walk in here. This was the middle floor of what we call the annex, but as you'll be able to see, it was converted into an infirmary. A mini hospital, if you will.
Let's go this way.
Okay.
All right, let's go check it out.
This way.
And Yvonne will show you the rooms.
So this was a quarantine room. Kids used to get the measles, influenza, chicken pox, all things like that. Back then, in the early 1900s, they would get sick and even pass away from that. So this was the quarantine room, and this was the pharmacy. This was the reception waiting area. And this is where the hospital beds would be.
All right, so right in here, these poor kids, a lot of them probably passed away in the hospital, huh?
Yeah, and think about it, a young child, and this is something that one of the paranormals, and not just one group, because I never tell everybody what somebody else finds, and they'll be in here and they find a sick child that's scared because they don't have their parents with them. And you know, you think the nurse can't be there the whole time, but think how scary that would be to be really sick and in a hospital bed by yourself.
It would be terrifying. I know just the aspects of being grown
And do
sick
that.
and alone would be none too pleasant. So
Yeah.
over here, it looks like it's the actual regular, general population where the sick would lay, huh?
Correct. So these beds are probably from the 30s and 40s. They're all tiny.
Looks comfortable, doesn't
Old bear going for a nap.
Anybody got a thermometer? Bend over.
I say you better be careful.
Okay, now, if this ends up on the ground, this will make a great YouTube shot, so we'll go ahead and go for that. But no, these are the beds, like they said. And I imagine they were rowed up all the way here and there wasn't much space in between them. Now, I understand. No, hold on, let's turn away so you guys don't watch the fat boy get up. Okay, so, was there any notable fatalities that may have ran through here? I understand some fellow was shot or...
There was a young ward in his middle teens who had escaped a few times.
Okay.
And he made threats that if he escaped again, that he would kill the guard that would come after him, that he did not want to come back here. So he escaped, and there's two stories to that. One is, because of course it was such a long time ago, documentation isn't very good.
Right.
One story is that he pulled a knife on the guard and the guard shot him. They brought him back here and tried to save his life, but didn't. He died. And he forgave the guard. This was the note that was sent to his mother, was this story. And that he apologized to the guard and told the guard that he understood him doing that because he told him he had no choice. And the other story is that Samuel Gomes had escaped quite a few times, and the last time he escaped, he was running and he was shot from behind. But of course, documentation doesn't really show that. What we have is just a notation from the superintendent about the incident and then to the mother. But, who knows? Who knows? Back in the early days, it was still the Wild West out here.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But what we know for certain is that Samuel existed.
He existed.
And he was shot.
And he was shot.
And he didn't make it.
And he didn't make it. They brought him back here.
And they brought him back here. Okay. Now, that pretty well wraps it up as far as in relation to the paranormal, doesn't it?
It does.
Does it?
Well, I don't know what else to say other than the paranormals do come here. They find many different spirits. Not all of them, I don't think, are necessarily from the castle. I think that some spirits kind of come. Anna, sometimes they think they find her here.
Okay.
And Samuel Gomes, I think they're looking for him here. I don't know that he is here.
Okay, but basically those are we have
The
Anna
main
Corbin and those are the others that the paranormals come in and try to review. Now we had a
Oh, a doctor. There's a
The
doctor.
doctor, which, oh man, my own first full apparition, and I'm forgotten to tell you about it, dudes. Now, lead me to over where the doctor's office door is. That's over here.
Around the corner?
Come on, I gotta show you this.
Down the hallway.
And then we will close up. But I gotta share this with you guys.
This room down here was made into a doctor's office and pharmacy. So Barry, you want to?
Yeah, no, this is where I come in. Now, my first time here in Preston Castle, I was real excited, and I had the opportunity to meet a couple named Tom and Kathy. Now, they were the Dossets here for the evening. Now, what they did before we took off and really started doing our thing, they needed to give us a safety tour. So they were running us through, and I'm gonna follow through right here. We were coming through, and Tom, nice as can be, was saying, well, and this is the doctor's office, and I kind of got my eyes like this, and Andy, lead investigator at that time, is behind me, and I kind of raised my eyes to about where I'm looking right now, and boom, filled the door, no exaggeration, a fella in a white coat. Did I see his face? No. I got to about his pants leg, got up to where I could actually see the white coat, and he was gone. I think that pretty well covers the paranormal.
I think it pretty well covers the
And
paranormal.
thank you for saving me on that, because I would be really remiss not to mention my own personal experience. So what we're going to go ahead and do is close it up. God willing, do you think we could actually come through here with my fresh team and maybe do another investigation one evening? All right, so what we'll do is we will close up with this, and then after you see this, hopefully you can look forward to seeing Mystic Valley Paranormal on the run in Preston Castle. We're out.